Alrighty. So I found this vintage state pipe on YouTube, and it seems to me I was the only bidder. This is there's no marking on it, no stamp. Actually, there is just the hint of a stamp, but it has been rubbed off, probably polished off, is my guess. Almost no cake in here. Normally I would take my trusty Swiss Army knife. This is one of those ones that with the aluminum body and the twice thick blades, but the tip busted off in some, I don't remember how, but I was probably doing something I shouldn't have. But it makes for a really nice reaming knife. I'm not much one for cake. This bowl has just no cake whatsoever in it, so that is not necessary. The wood is beautiful. Boy, talk about fine grain. Interestingly, the bowl, the smoke hole through the shank is offset just a wee bit, and then they overshot and put a little divot on the backside in the bowl. That could have happened afterwards. Maybe he was cleaning it out or something. Or doing what I'm going to do right now. Seeing the tenon's quite loose here. Could be a problem. The bit is in good shape, vulcanite. Normally I take a little rum there and run it through. I just use cheap ass rum. A product of the Caribbean. At least I guess it's really rum. But it's really clean in there. So somebody did a good job kind of cleaning this up to a fault, in that they may have polished it and then burnished off the maker's mark, which is sad. Now, looking at my other custom builds, the rustication, just the whole aspect of the pipe, looks to me like it is in fact a custom build. And one of the original custom builds, one of the Tracy Mincer custom builds. I would say, but I don't know. I can't be totally sure of that. So what I do to tighten this up, that's pretty loose, is I have beeswax. I just go to my health food store and buy a little block of beeswax and just get some press hard there on the tenon. Get some old beeswax on there. And you know what? It just tightens it up like magic. And you'd think it'd get hot and the stuff would melt, and it may a little bit, but it never gets really loose. That's miracle stuff, folks. This was twice as big. I cut off half of it and gave it to a buddy of mine. $1. Best buck you'll ever spend. And if it's too tight, it'll lubricate it. So, it's a really great product. But what I want to do is, first of all, is open up the smoke hole a little bit. I can see some gunge in there, and they were kind of small to begin with. And I think you can make a crap pipe smoke great just by opening up the smoke hole in the shank to 530 seconds. And I'm not sure what that is metric, probably 5 millimeters, I'm going to guess. So carefully. This is always fraught with little fear and trepidation. just make sure you're going in there. There she is. Okay. I did not do that for a long time because it just freaked me out to think I could really wreck something, you know. But if you're careful, I'm kind of a klutz with power tools, so if I can do it, you can do it. But, oh, I wish you could see that. Just, it's a beautiful little hole. And that's what you want. Okay, now, the next step, for me anyway, is, tastes a little like licking a tire, you know? And, I don't know, you get tooth marks on them. I like to just hold a pipe in my mouth. And, it's just kind of hard and hostile, you know. I don't like that. So, go down to Home Depot. This is vinyl tubing, 45 psi at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, for water supply or ice maker, water supply, something like that. I do believe. Anyway, this is a 10-foot length. Was like $8. This is 5/8 by 1/2 by 10 feet. The more useful, thus I've used most of it, most of this 10-foot length, is 1/2 inch by 3/8 inch by 10 feet. And so what I do is I heat up a kettle as if you're getting tea going. And then pour the hot water in and cut your little piece of vinyl tubing off. Get it wet so it's slick. And on it goes. Now it's not, you know, it's not going to be a shrink fit, perfect fit. And there have been a few of these that I've said, I don't really like that. But most of them I really do like. And so I just adjust it to where it looks pretty good there. Way more comfortable. Way more comfortable to bite. Alright. Throw a little more beeswax on there. Boys, we are ready for smoke. Not in the house though. I smoke outside. So there we go. Vintage pipe. Probably carved in the 30s or 40s if I'm right. It's an old custom built. For cheap. I mean, seriously cheap. And it should be a great smoking pipe. So there you go. This light is kind of glary, I know, but a buddy of mine suggested, my friend Bill, he said, you know, you should try a brooder lamp. It's a heat lamp, 250 watt heat lamp. And I'll tell you, it's nice when you're sitting on the sofa. It's great to read by, nice bright white light, and it's warm. So in this damp northwest climate, it's nice. So we'll see how the video comes out. I'm not sure at this point. Anyway, we have a pipe ready to go. So that's my technique. That's all there is to it.